Welcome to the Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. And I'm joined this morning by the head coach of the Alabama men's golf team, Seawell. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here, Christopher.
Excellent, Coach. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been able to talk to you, but since we talked to you, you competed out in Las Vegas for the Southern Highlands Collegiate Masters 2 weeks ago. You were runner-up there. What did you see from your team there?
Well, it's the best field in college golf this side of the NCAA championships. And so when you go there, you really want to see where you stack up. The pressure's high because everybody's there. And so it's an exciting tournament played on a great golf course. And so what I saw from our team is we're pretty good. You know, I think we're still trying to find our step. We're still trying to find our lineup. But I was very impressed with our guys. Scott Strohmeyer had his best finish as a collegian, top 10. He had a 7th place finish, which was huge. And for us to finish second, and 2 of our best players, Bobby Wyatt and Justin Thomas, to finish basically 40th, was a great confidence builder for our team. Those guys tend to lead us so much that sometimes we get kind of lost behind them. And so when they didn't play well, and we still had the finish we had, I think we gained some confidence that way. Now, if we're going to compete with California, those guys need to play better.
Right. As you said, your team kind of gained some confidence, and that showed this past weekend at the Schenkel Invitational. Your team actually won it for the 2nd year in a row. What did you see from your team from going from Las Vegas to this tournament that they improved on?
Well, it's such a great change. You know, there's such an intensity, and the golf course is so hard at Las Vegas. And then the Schenkel is really a good southern, old-school hospitality. With host families, and the 5 Mu's are there, and so there's a lot more relaxed atmosphere. And I think it's a great transition, especially after a tough week. And basically what I saw was our good players got back to being good again. You know, Justin won, and Bobby finished 3rd, and Corey finished 6th. And if we're going to be successful, our great players need to be great every day and every week. And this week, Justin won, got back to his winning ways a little bit. And that's what I love about great players. They usually bounce back really quickly after a bad finish. And so real proud of that. Beat a good Texas team that, broke our hearts, a year ago or so. But proud of a win and ready to move on.
Well, Coach, as you said, Justin Thomas won almost every award there was out there as a freshman. He got off to a slow start this season, but what happened this past weekend where the light seemed like it just kind of came on, maybe just clicked? What was different from him from maybe earlier that he did this weekend where he helped you guys win the Schenkel Invitational?
He really just got back to just, basics, getting hard work. And, I actually sent him a text in the hotel room the night before the first round and just said, really proud of what you've done, really just working hard, focus, his attention to detail, and you could see that there, after a 40th place finish, his pride got kicked a little bit, and his work ethic was so great the week in the preparation going into the Schenkel, and so I'm really excited that he got a little fruit for his labor. You work that hard, you want good results, and he's still in a process. He's not where he was a year ago, but he's getting closer, and I know the win this week will help his confidence and help him keep moving as we try to peak towards the SECs.
Coach, as you talked about there in Las Vegas, your top 2 guys didn't perform as well, finished in the 40th, but your bottom tier guys did. Can you kind of talk about those guys, and what are you seeing from them right now, and especially going forward that you have to be pretty excited about that?
Yeah, really am. The hardest part for our job as a golf coach is to really find the 5 that fit perfectly. Now we have 3 All-Americans. We know they're going to go every week. I'm smart enough to know that. But who plays 4? Who plays 5? What's the mix, what's the chemistry with each one. And so each week we have qualifying, we let the guys go. And, last week Scott Strohmeyer, our 5th-year senior, did an incredible job. A top 10, like I said, and really had a chance to win if, here or there if he made a better decision here or a putt would have fallen. And so that just gives the team a lot of confidence. That gives them somebody, the deeper the team, the more potential you have for championships. Everybody has some good players, but great teams have a whole, a depth of 5 players. And if we're going to continue to want to be the championship team that we aspire to be, we need to be 1 through 5, not just 1 through 3.
Well, Coach, this weekend you head to Georgia for the Linger Longer Invitational. Can you talk about that course? You played there before, and how do you feel like this fits your team?
Well, it's a Nicklaus golf course, so it's a very cerebral golf course. You got to really, understand how you want to hit the golf shot. You can't just, he doesn't build golf courses for dummies. And so the good part is that it gives us a chance. This time of year, I like to play instead of practice. I think the more you play, the better you get. And so this will be 3rd week in a row, and so we're in the grind of it. But the golf course sets up well because we've played there before. We've won the last 2. It's a very good field. So we need to kind of start over again at zero as you do every day. And I look forward to the challenge because the golf course starts to have the greens a little bit like the SECs, and that's what I'm looking forward to see how we handle a little bit quicker Bermuda greens.
Coach, as the postseason is approaching, the SEC championship's a little over a month away. Can you talk about your team? Where are they right now, and do you feel like they're ready to make that postseason run?
I still think we're in a building mode. You know, we were watching, I was talking with Rob Bradley, our assistant coach, and, you know, we show signs of greatness, and then we show signs of, like, where did that come from? And so we're a little bit of a roller coaster, just physically a little bit and mentally. We're still trying to gain our confidence. You know, I do like that I think we are progressing into what I would call into a peak instead of kind of coming down. And so that part's exciting. And so that's the reason these next 2 weeks, next 2 tournaments will be very important, because we just need to continue to build on what we're doing, and so we can kind of start peaking here in about a month.
Well, Coach, congratulations on your Schenkel Invitational win this past weekend, and good luck at the Linger Longer Invitational this weekend.
Thank you, Christopher.
For head coach Jay Seawell, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.